and welcome to today's lecture that is related to International Labour Day. International Labour Day is widely celebrated because of hope, dignity, craft, and the quiet effort behind everyday life. We all know that labor is really important in everyday's life because it not only defines the quiet effort but also talks about the craft and discipline. So today, I do not only want to speak about labor in traditional sense. I want to speak about effort, discipline, emotional labor, invisible work, creativity, and the human dignity behind everyday life. Because when people hear the word labor, they often imagine only physical work. But honestly, labor exists everywhere. There is physical labor, emotional labor, intellectual labor, creative labor, caregiving, teaching, healing, organizing, supporting, and silently continuing despite exhaustion. And I think this day reminds us to pause and appreciate all forms of effort, not only visible success. So today I'm going to discuss about what is labor, more than physical work, physical effort, mental effort, emotional labor, creative discipline, daily responsibility. So if I talk about labor in whole sense, then I would like to say that every life requires effort. Sometimes people work with their hands, sometimes with their minds, sometimes with their emotions, and sometimes with all three together. A construction worker, a teacher, a doctor, a cleaner, a writer, a dancer, a mother, a delivery worker, a student, an artist, all carry responsibility differently. And honestly, every work, every form of meaningful work deserves dignity. Sometimes society only celebrates glamorous success, but very few people notice repetition, routine, exhaustion, emotional resilience, or the quiet discipline behind consistency. And yet, those invisible efforts are what keep the world functioning daily. So, if I talk about the labor's quiet effort, I want to say that no one sees that because that includes invisible discipline, repetition, routine, consistency, emotional strength, private struggles. A labor requires everything. So, one thing I have personally realized that much of life is built through unseen effort. People often see achievements, performances, polished work, finished projects, but they rarely see sleepless nights, emotional overwhelm, self doubt, editing, practicing, healing, and showing up quietly despite low motivation. Sometimes labor is simply continuing when life feels emotionally heavy, and honestly, that deserves respect too. As creatives, especially writers, speakers, dancers, artists, performers, we also experience emotional labor because creative work is not only technical, it also includes a very important energy, that is emotional energy. Other than that, it also requires mental focus. Mental focus needs observation, clarity, patience, and vulnerability. So, if you combine all these together, then labor is not complete without all these elements. But the most important two elements that define them is craft and discipline. So why craft and discipline is important? Because consistency matters, skill building matters, patience, refinement, repetition, long-term growth. Altogether, if we say, then craft and discipline defines a labor. And I often connect labor with two words, craft and discipline, because meaningful work usually requires repetition. Nobody becomes a skilled writer, confident speaker, dancer, teacher, or professional overnight. Skill develops slowly through mistakes, revisions. And you know what? Whenever this skill gets developed slowly through mistakes, revisions, practice, emotional resilience, and consistency, labor gets the motivation to do more. And honestly, that only comes when discipline enters in the life of a labor. So, discipline is not always dramatic. Sometimes discipline simply means waking up again, trying again, editing again, learning again, and continuing quietly. In today's world, people often want fast success, but sustainable growth usually happens slowly. And Labor Day reminds us to respect the process, not only the outcome, but also the quiet effort that they put in. Now, what is emotional labor? Emotional labor is all about the work that people don't talk about enough, like caring for others, managing emotions, staying calm under pressure, supporting people emotionally, carrying invisible stress that nobody sees. I also want to talk about emotional labor because it is rarely appreciated enough. Many people constantly manage emotions, responsibilities, caregiving, social expectations, emotional support, and personal struggles while still functioning daily. And honestly, emotional labor can become exhausting. Sometimes people appear calm externally while internally carrying stress, financial pressure, grief, uncertainty, or emotional fatigue, but still they keep going. Yet they continue working. And I think that quiet resilience deserves compassion. That quiet effort deserves an applaud. Especially, women often carry invisible emotional labor, balancing homes, responsibilities, emotional caregiving, professional work, and social expectations simultaneously. And many people do this without recognition. Agree or not? So, if I talk about the healing and balance, then I want to say that labor is also about healing and balance because rest matters, balance matters, mental health matters, sustainability matters. And one thing I have learned personally is this, that productivity without balance eventually creates exhaustion. Work is important, discipline is important, but healing and rest matter too. Sometimes people glorify burnout, but long term stability requires balance, sleep, emotional care, healthy routines, and mental peace. We're not supposed to glorify burnouts. And honestly, sustainable work is healthier than constant emotional pressure. So, Labor Day should also remind us to rest without guilt, to value health, and to understand that humans are not machines. At the same time, I want to talk about the theme of the day. The theme is related to ensuring healthy psychosocial working environment. That includes mental health at work, burnout awareness, emotional well-being, digital exhaustion, work-life balance, human-centered workplaces. So now I want to talk about the theme of the day. I also want to include this year's important Labor Day theme. Like I said, and honestly, I think this conversation is becoming more important than ever before because we are talking about this psychosocial working environment. because not many people talk about it. And today, many people are not only physically exhausted, they are mentally and emotionally exhausted too. Modern work culture has changed rapidly. Today, there is non stop digital communication, social media pressure, constant availability, fast productivity expectations, online comparison, unstable schedules, and emotional overstimulation. And while technology has created opportunities, it has also created new kinds of stress. Many people experience burnout, anxiety, emotional fatigue, lack of rest, difficult, difficulty disconnecting mentally, and pressure to remain productive constantly. Sometimes, even while resting, people feel guilty for not working. And honestly, that is not healthy long term. क्या हुआ? हाँ हाँ जा रही हूँ अभी. A healthy psychosocial working environment means creating spaces where people feel emotionally respected, mentally supported, and safe to communicate, and valued as human beings, not just as productivity machines. Because people cannot function sustainably under non stop emotional pressure. I also think mental health conversation should not remain hidden anymore. Seeking balance, therapy, emotional support, rest, or healthier boundaries should not be seen as weakness. In fact, emotional awareness helps people work more sustainably and peacefully, especially in creative and digital environments. Emotional exhaustion can quietly increase because people are constantly consuming information, performing publicly, comparing themselves, and feeling pressure to stay visible online. That mental overload affects creativity, focus, and emotional stability deeply. That is why balance matters. Organizations, institutions, and even individuals must begin prioritizing healthier schedules, respectful communication, emotional support systems, mental health awareness, and realistic expectations. Because what I believe is that productivity without emotional well being eventually leads to burnout. And personally, I think true success should also include mental peace, emotional visibility, meaningful rest, and sustainable routines too. Not only external achievement, because a healthy mind creates healthier work, healthier relationships, and healthier creativity. Not many of us talk about that because maybe one of the most important reminder of this day gives us that human beings are not machines. People need rest, encouragement, understanding, emotional safety, and a balance to grow sustainably. And creating healthier working environment is not only a professional responsibility, it is also a human responsibility. So if we talk about the human responsibility, it also includes respecting every profession. If we don't respect every profession, then every profession doesn't get the adequate amount of respect. So, dignity beyond status, every role matters, every effort contributes, and respect beyond hierarchy. I think one of the most important lessons society still needs is this: every profession deserves dignity. Sometimes people judge worth based on money, status, glamour. But this is not the true case or visibility. But honestly, society functions because countless people contribute daily in different ways. The world depends on a lot of workers like sanitation workers, drivers, farmers, healthcare workers. But they don't talk about this because teachers, creators, office workers, technicians, caregivers, and many more unseen contributors are often get unseen. They get ignored. And perhaps Labor Day is a reminder to appreciate the interdependence. No one succeeds completely alone. They need a team. But many of them they avoid it. They say that they don't want to give respect to a teacher. They don't want to give respect to a caregiver. So now if I talk about my personal reflection, I want to talk about my relationship with work and creativity, emotional discipline, creative consistency, quiet growth, and learning balance. Personally, I have also been reflecting on what work means emotionally. As someone involved in writing, speaking, creativity, or if I talk about my reflection and communication, now I have realized that growth often happens quietly. Not every effort is visible publicly. Sometimes healing is work, emotional regulation is work, learning communication is work, staying hopeful is work, uncertainty is work too. Co- and continuing despite uncertainty is work too. And honestly, I think many people are trying their best in ways others may never fully see. That realization creates empathy. So, if I talk about the future of work, then I want to say that human connection in a fast world is related to technology, creativity, emotional intelligence, and adaptability. And you know what? Humanity matters. It doesn't come alone. So, the future of work doesn't come alone. So today the world is changing rapidly. Technology, artificial intelligence, digital work, and social media have transformed how people work and communicate. But even in fast changing systems, human values still matter deeply. Empathy, integrity, discipline, creativity, emotional intelligence, and ethical work. Because progress without humanity creates emotional emptiness. But you know what? The future needs not only skilled people but emotionally aware people too. You're not supposed to rely on the technology. You need some emotionally aware people. You're supposed to appreciate everyday effort, workers, families, caregivers, teachers, quiet contributors. So if I talk about the main form of contribution, then I would like to say that I want to express gratitude to the workers, to the families, caregivers, creators, support systems, and everyone trying to build a stable life honestly. Even small effort matters. Every invisible effort matters. Even slow progress also matters. And perhaps we should appreciate ourselves sometimes too for surviving difficult phases while still continuing quietly. And you know what? Labor is human effort. Work with dignity, discipline with balance, success with humanity. Effort deserves respect. But do we talk about it? No. Why we don't talk about it? Please share your comments. So, today on International Labour Day, I just want to leave you with this reflection that behind every functioning life there is effort, sometimes visible, sometimes invisible, sometimes emotional, sometimes physical, sometimes deeply personal. And every honest effort deserves dignity and respect. May we continue working with purpose, growing with discipline, resting without guilt, and appreciating the quiet effort behind human life itself. Thank you.